Hey, welcome back. Today we are leaving Hanoi. We have a 3-hour bus ride to Halong Bay.
Up to our wisdom for happy root. Right? You know happy root? Breadfruit, right? We go there, we feel happy. I call it a happy root.
Interesting thing about touring Southeast Asia, and I'm sure it's like this all over the world, Vietnam in particular only allows Vietnamese tour guides. We had a great tour guide, but he was very, very talkative on this 3-hour trip to Halong Bay. When we stopped for a restroom, it was actually a little bit of a tourist trap, and we ended up watching the cultivation of pearls.
We plant right now into a living oyster. This was still alive. And we just plant into one specific organ of the oyster. That is the ovary. Feel it. You mean like does it hurt up? Yeah. When we do the second step like this, like a surgery, so we need to very carefully and gently, and it will not injure the oyster much. Because later on we're gonna put them back in the sea for them to gradually recover. Yeah. We put just only one red tissue and one core inside to get just one core. Because for seawater oysters, they give only one core at a time. This one is different from the freshwater pearl. Have you ever known about the freshwater pearl? Right? For the freshwater pearl, one muscle can be about 30 pearls. So for the seawater, it's only one. Alright? For the small size, for this one, it's about 2 years. For the big one, it's about 5 years. I mean longer time with the pearl. Yeah. Let me show you how we open the oyster right here. Check it out.
One thing I didn't film was the rows and rows of artists doing hand painting, and it kind of felt a lot like a sweatshop to me. I think a lot of these people had disabilities or had a bad background, and this was a way to give them a job, but it kind of felt a little bit forced to me.
But now the water is coming up. You can see the farm here. Oyster. This oyster just for food, for eating. Yeah. In Halong Bay, another side, we have another oyster farm for the pearl. Oh yeah. Only in Halong Bay we have. And you see the water here. This is the sea water already, not fresh water. Yeah. When you go to the sea, go to the beach, you see the wave, right? Like this, because here in water is very calm.
Once we reached the harbor, the crew welcomed us as we loaded onto the Zodiac and head out to our ship that would be cruising us around Halong Bay.
Hello, sirs. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
I scored my own cabin in this boat. Got a restroom, nice shower, porthole that I can't see through because it's frosty because it's the bathroom. There's a porthole. See you later. Oh, you can open the windows. Nice. Oh, that's a nice breeze. Once everybody got situated in the rooms and put their gear away, we were all back up on deck, ready to take in the sights. Halong Bay is such a beautiful place. It is a World Heritage Site, and we weren't going to be there very long, so we were all wanting to just take everything in as fast as we could. After a short, relaxing ride out into the bay, we found ourselves amongst the Karst Mountains and we decided we were going to go do some kayaking. Now, because I wanted to take my camera and I didn't want to have an incident like I had in Laos, I decided to take one of these larger boats with the guy rowing me. And I kind of felt bad because I was the only one on the boat and he thought it was kind of weird. And I think they probably get paid based off of how many people are on their boat, maybe, or at least maybe that's how they get their tips. And so I don't know if I should say, but I tipped him kind of a ridiculous amount of money because I felt bad, but it was awesome. This guy just rowing me around, everybody looking at me like I was a king or something. Since there were only two of us in the boat and it wasn't weighed down by like 10 or 15 people, it was sitting high in the water. So we kind of had to do the limbo as we went through this cave. Both of us had to lay down to make sure that we wouldn't whack our head on the stalactites. After our little kayaking adventure, we went to Hang Sung Sut Cave, and this place was absolutely awesome. It's kind of interesting, though, that if you look it up online, it always talks about how it was discovered by the French in like 1901 or something, which I find interesting because the people that lived here for thousands of years probably knew about it all along. After our little cave excursion, we hopped back aboard our Zodiac and did a little bit of cruising around through the karst as we headed back to our boat for a beautiful seafood dinner prepared by our crew. After that wonderful dinner, we all grabbed a beverage and went back up top and just waited for the sunset. And this is where I was kind of disappointed in my camera. Not that it's a bad camera or anything, but there's no adequate way to capture the absolute beauty of the sun setting down over Halong Bay. It is truly amazing. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking around to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Next, we're going to be cruising around a little bit more of Vietnam, but before we leave here, don't forget to go down and check that G Adventures link in the description and get your trip planned because time's a wasting.